Good morning everyone, and I've got a fun little layout here. I decided I was going to focus on pattern paper because I have so many pattern papers still left in the November kit, even though I've made quite a few layouts, that I thought if I started with that, hopefully I would use a fair bit up. Instead, I found this layout with, this pattern paper with the gift tags, and I end up using a whole pile of that, which is still good. I used a whole pile out of the kit and got a layout done again, so can't whinge, can we? So I'm just going through some of the tags, and you can see this one here. I really liked the flowers and the colour of the tag, but I didn't like the word on there, so instead I just fussy cut the flowers out, and that way I could nestle the photo in and that would be part of it and get the best of the both worlds. So you can see here, just cutting through a few of them, just working out which ones I like together, and just having a little play with positioning, having a think. Now I did find that word fabulous when I was looking through my pattern papers. It's obviously been cut from the thicker sheet that we got in the kit, so I'm going to just cut out that word. I'm going to use that word, sorry, oh my gosh, I got distracted, sorry. So I'm going to use that word fabulous, and I figure I'm going to use it down there in some way. And I decided I would look at the cut apart sheets to see if there's any more tags, and instead I found these fake washi strips, and I'm going to use them there on the bottom. That way I'll have the tag and the photo happening up the top, the word fabulous, and I figured I'd have some journaling in between it down to the washi strips, and that would be my page, and that would be the design. So I'm just going to have a little play with cutting apart some of the items and the stickers and things like that, because the tags are overlapping each other. That some of them are fine, but others are showing some words that I don't feel are appropriate for the layout, so I'm going to cover them up with the embellishments. So you can see here, if you lay that there, just leaves a little bit of the fishtail banner, but it looks like it's a layered embellishment, so it's a-okay. And that the wreath one, the tag with the wreath, it's got get well soon on it. Obviously he is not sick in this photo, so instead I'm cutting out the word captured, and I'm going to lay it there on top of the wreath. So I'm going to, because I was talking about pattern paper, I just wanted to make sure I didn't want any border behind the photo. Now I'm going to just cut all the holes out of the tag so I can thread some twine into it. Thought I was going to use black and white, but instead I went with this natural twine look, and I really like the way it just sits there and nestles in with the matte kind of pastel-y colours rather than popping out like the black probably would. It's not like black would have been wrong, it just wasn't the best choice with the stash I've got. So just looping them on. Just going to have a play with their positioning. As I'm gluing them down, obviously they do change a little. I realise that I don't want two black ones, and I'd rather the writing paper kind of look on that one. The blue really works nicely. On it goes. And I do put up on Fun Foam the one that says Happy Day with all the black stripes. Happy Day? Yeah, I'm sure it says Happy Day. Just having a little play. I don't glue that blue one down yet until I can reposition my photo properly and have it glued down together, because obviously that's the main focal point of the layout. Even though it's fun to create with supplies and have fun with your design, it's still, the photo is still what tells the story. So on we go. Just going to first stick it down so it nestled in, and then stick it together as one item so that it sits in the right spot. And there we go. I really like how it turns out. It's really cute. The colours are just perfect together. So this photo is of my son, my youngest one. He was wearing a pretty floral dress. It's one that I sewed back in the day when he was young, obviously, a long time ago. Before I found scrapbooking, I did sewing because that was something fun, and it was really helpful because I sewed some shorts and hats and bits and pieces for the boys, and then I did a couple of dress ups and dresses and stuff like this for some other people who needed them. So he seen how when I'd finished making the dress, he's seen it and asked if he could wear it. So I did let him do it, just like dress ups, and he was happy for me to take a photo. So on goes the word fabulous. That's funny, my camera just moved. And I just like the way that they're a little bit, every couple of letters are pulled apart so that it's one full word, but you can reposition it a little bit better. And on goes some of those hearts as well from that puffy, thicker sheet, because they are adorable and we can't get enough of them. I'm just going to have a look at this Jen Hatfield sticker sheet and see what works. I found these girls and I really like them. They're cute. And I've been hoarding them a little, although they wouldn't have worked on any of the other layouts I did. But I was so happy they fit here and work really nicely. So they're going to go on and just complete those little sections of the tags. We're just moving one of the hearts. And there's something behind this girl on the pink tag, so I just wanted to try and cover it up. And this little tag is just really cute, and I wanted to make sure it looked like a tag, not just something randomly placed. So instead I move it over here and add a little bit of twine so that it is like the rest of the tags. I do need to glue it down because it's just looped in there. It's so tiny, the hole, and the sticker is a bit delicate, so I didn't want to muck around with it. So I put my glue stick on top of it and it holds it down until the glue dries. I'm just having a little play with something that could fit behind that girl. In the end, I don't think I even cover it up, but there's this little floral piece, so that's going to sit down there now that I know it doesn't work behind the girl. I think I gave up with it because it was a bit hard to... Oh no, I didn't. That's right. We had the flowers. I was going to say it was a bit hard to find something that didn't look like it was coming out of the back of her neck so randomly and weirdly. Instead, I've used these puffy flowers and they just are a nice little sprinkling going up the page there. So on goes another puffy heart, and I'm going to work on the journaling. So I just put some scribbly kind of lines, so nothing really straight, and a bit random in the way they end and start so that they're not all straight lines with straight at the beginning and straight at the end, that kind of thing. And I'm just going to write a little bit of journaling, nothing too fancy or crazy, just writing about how I sewed it and Oliver wanted to wear it. And then I don't add too much more to this layout, but just a few little finishing touches obviously complete it. It's the way I like. So on, finish the journaling. And all this time I didn't even use the embellishment tray from the Really Useful box that I've stored my kit in. So this is where I grab out the embellishment box and I rediscover that, oh yeah, we have these puffy hearts. So I have a little play and I muck around until I get the right hearts in the right spot apparently. And then I also remember I have these puffy word stickers. So I'm going to add them in a couple of places. And I realise there's tags in the embellishment die cut that I didn't even look at. But that's okay because the main thing is I've got a lovely layout. I have another moment in time documented. And I used up some of my kit. Woo woo! So I'm just going to add these puffy stickers here, a couple in a couple of spots and another one up near that captured. Just gluing them down. These puffy stickers do need a bit of glue just to make sure that they're stuck. Also those stickers do as well, so I go back in later and stick them down, but nobody wants to watch that. So on goes that word up there, and then that's our title. Look how nice this layout turned out, I reckon. So hopefully you felt inspired and you're getting some use out of your November kits, and I will catch you next time. Bye guys.